Well, buckle up, because I'm gonna piss everybody off. It's come to my attention that these days you're either a toxic incel or a DEI implant. And if you do have an opinion that does not subscribe to those two groups, then, well, you're a grifter. We have become so reactionary that nothing gets a chance. Everything has to be put into those two groups immediately. And this is not just in gaming, this is way broader than that. This is the result of the culture war. I do remember the meme wars of 2016 and 2015 and 14 and 17. But I genuinely thought that we're done with it. Instead, it seems like we have doubled down. The moment that a game with a male masculine protagonist gets released or there's a trailer for it, everybody on one side of the aisle starts criticizing the game based on identity politics. And the next second, when a game comes out with a female protagonist, everybody on the other side starts blaming the DEI. Both sides of the aisle are playing the identity game. And good old grifters like myself sitting on the fence and just wondering, when is this going to end? When are we finally going to just play the game? This is not just about Witcher 4 and Intergalactic, which by the way are two completely different games. I just wanted to say this right now, and that's probably why I made this video to begin with anyway. But it's not just about those two games. It's about allowing ideologies ruin games for us. Specifically, ruin games for us that are not even released yet. I believe this is a slippery slope. CD Projekt Red is not known for its bowing down to DEI, nor it's known for its bigotry. There is a line here. Just like I'm not going to be influenced by companies pushing DEI and trying to tell me how I should think while I'm trying to just relax and play a game, there is a level of trust that I personally have for this company that is not going to be shattered by a bunch of people online telling me that, oh look, there is a female protagonist now, what are we gonna do? The game is ruined, DEI implant. And if that means that I'm a grifter, then guess what? I'm a grifter. I've been called way worse things. Grifter is just fine. In my ever attempt to piss everybody off, I would like to start with the left side of the political spectrum. They usually like to call whoever that they disagree with either Hitler or incels. And newsflash. They're not Hitler and they're not incels. They just have a strong distrust for majority of game industry. I mean, can you blame them after Concord, after Dragon Age The Veilguard, or numerous Ubisoft titles? Come on, African samurais in Japan? It looks like he's about to take a huge... Do you all remember when Ubisoft was devoted to make games that are not historically exactly accurate, but historically relatively accurate? And actually had good gameplays? You all remember that time? Yeah, that's basically when I was a teenager. Point being, I understand why people are outraged the moment they see something that might even remotely resemble DEI. But I honestly don't think CD Projekt Red is doing that with Witcher 4. Now, Intergalactic is a completely different story, and I'm not making this video about that game at all. Now, I'm going to talk about Siri. One of the craziest things that I have seen on social media in the aftermath of the Game Awards is that Siri is ugly. Look at this. Are you joking? I mean, I get it, you're all a bunch of alpha sigma chads, right? That you just find that ugly. Like, your standards are so high that you would never date someone that looks that good. Yeah, of course. Come on. Buddy, you're not fooling anyone. I get it, you're hurt. You don't like DEI. Your favorite game was ruined. I understand. Chill out. You don't have to exaggerate. She does not look ugly. Also, she's not unfamiliar. I mean, look at these two pictures. Are you serious? Obviously, she's older in the Witcher 4 trailer, and also, it's just a trailer. Most of the trailer is also very grayish and dark, and it's been shot in the fog. If there were 100 people standing right beside each other and these two were 50 people apart, I would pick them and be like, yeah, those two look exactly like each other. And if you can't see it, I suggest getting your eyes checked up. Taking the moral high ground on the left side of the political spectrum and the reactionary snowflake behavior of the right side of the political spectrum is kind of ruining the games for us. We can't watch a trailer or be excited about games anymore. We have to worry that if they're going to be cancelled or if they're going to be boycotted by the player base based on goddamn trailer. CD Projekt Red with Witcher 3 showed that they want to replace Geralt with Ciri. From top to the bottom of Witcher 3, it's obvious that Ciri is playing a very important role. By the end of it, well, it kind of feels like Ciri is going to replace Geralt. It seems like Geralt's story has come to an end. And you know what? Good. Because I would much rather see Geralt retire on a high, on a good game like Witcher 3 than have a Witcher 4 that is not as good as Witcher 3 with Geralt. If there was any correct time to change direction for Witcher series, it would be right now. There's one thing that we really need to understand here. Not everybody is an incel. Not every female protagonist is a DEI implant. And at the end, common sense is not lost on all of us. Let's come back to reality. Let's come back to Earth. It's just a trailer. The game is going to be released maybe in 2026. We got a long time until then. On both sides of the aisle, we just need to lower the temperatures. Because if we don't, then we are going to hurt things that we might end up regretting. Rattlesnake out.